Recording started. Respect the recap number 7.
Respect the recap. Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. John Elway. There's a bunch of 7s out there.
Boomer Esiason.
Boomer Esiason, one of the best. What are them called? Play action. The fake. He's really good at that. A lot of 7s, man. Who's out there now? 7. Now running backs are 7s too. So it get a bit confusing. Bijan. There you go.
Patrick Peterson. Once upon a time.
Yep, yeah, Patrick Peterson. He out here at number. He got out here with number 7 on.
Lucky 7s, bro.
Nah, he wearing 20 now.
Is he?
Yeah, he wore 7 when he was with a Cardinal. When he was a Cardinal.
And the Vikings.
Oh, maybe.
All right, let's see here. Fumble. So we're doing our teams. We're doing the shocks of the week, perplex of the week, something that caught our attention of the week. San Francisco, Minnesota is going on right now. You guys are hearing this possibly Tuesday, possibly Wednesday. Vikings, Minnesota is going right now. Cousins just threw the interception. McCaffrey just fumbled it back. So Rob's not going to get his weekend recap for his team. But as of right now, it's a fumble.
Got a first quarter recap. Don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it.
And they were down. They were in the red zone. They were inside, I think, the 10, it looked like, right?
Well, your boy Kirk Cousins threw a pick, the second play of the game.
So they're feeling generous, want to give it right back, try to make it fair.
And that's what Kyle Shannon wanted to bring to the Bay, huh?
Well, right, so Rob, again, it's only first quarter, but Rob's not doing too good first quarter. But I think we're all in agreement here that by the time there's 000s on the clock in the fourth quarter, it should be a pretty easy win for San Francisco, which will lead me into my team recap, so? Buffalo. Who knows what's easy nowadays?
Let's talk
about Shanahan offenses going at it.
Who knows what's easy nowadays? So I'm going with my team as we stated last week, and I've stated a week before. The regular season means nothing. Get to the playoffs. That's the only thing I care about. However, if Buffalo keeps losing to the worst teams in the NFL, they may not make it to the playoffs.
It won't be a playoff.
They will not get there. I'm not shocked they lost to New England in New England. Buffalo has a way of playing down to the competition. That being said, I'm also not a person that doesn't give credit to the other team. Oh, our team just played bad. No, our team played bad because New England played better. That's how it goes. All these people, we played down the competition. We played bad. Where's the credit for New England? They knew exactly how to play Buffalo. They do it every season. Even though we win most of those games recently, New England knows how to play Buffalo. Buffalo knows how to find a way to screw it up. I wasn't a big Leslie Frazier bend but don't break defense guy. But
you missing them?
Buffalo is bending and they're breaking. So that's a problem for me. Everyone wants to talk about, they have a great defense. They don't give up many points. But you can run on Buffalo and you can pass on Buffalo. They happen to do better in the red zone, stopping the touchdowns and going field goals. That's not a recipe for success. You got to be able to get turnovers. Got to be able to stop the ball. End of the game, 1:50 left. They go right down, game-winning touchdown. As a Bills fan, I'm going to continue to say it. Playoffs are all that matter. But if Buffalo keeps losing to these dud teams, 2-4s, 1-5s, it's not going to be just get to the playoffs because they're not going to get to the playoffs. So as a Bills fan, the last 3 weeks have been horrible. No longer am I saying jet lag in London with the Jags. The Jags beat Buffalo because Buffalo's playing crappy. The last week, barely beat the Giants. And yesterday, I texted the group, here's how Buffalo's going to go. BS, 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 win at the end. And they did it, but they added extra BS in there and lost the game. So, Bills fan, I'm not happy. I'm still holding out hope we'll get to the playoffs, but if they keep playing stupid football, probably not going to make it to the playoffs. Luckily, there's a lot of other bad teams in the NFL, in the AFC, and I'm going to hang my hat on that because Buffalo right now does not look good.
No, boy.
Felix, how's your team doing,
I'm
bro?
pretty sure on this podcast, I stated that Leslie Frazier is going to be a big
You very well may have. I can't remember, but I'm not going to say you didn't say it.
Let's talk about it.
when I did not put them in the playoffs, I told you that was going to be a big loss for you guys. But
it is a glaring hole
my playoffs
right now.
are screwed anyway. Aaron Rodgers messed that up. But if Aaron Rodgers was playing, I'm pretty sure I would have got that AFC East prediction right.
Listen, the way it's going, they already beat Buffalo. Buffalo's lost to another division opponent. The Jets come back and win a couple. I mean, you may not win the division, but you may get that team in the playoffs. How you feeling about your Colts?
I'm so disgusted with that loss. I really am. That's a heartbreaker.
It is. It is, because I didn't see the play until I saw the text. You guys are going back and forth. Liam had a basketball game. I get home, I see the replay, and I'm like, no, that can't be how they lost the game. That can't be it.
Well, my thing is, when you got a quarterback giving it up 4 times a game, it's hard, man. It's hard. This dude is a walking turnover. I mean, we might as well just come into each game thinking he's gonna give the ball up at least 4 times, and that's how we're gonna do it. I'm so disgusted. I really am. Like I'm just disgusted. Like every time this dude gets touched, he fumbles.
Yeah, bro.
He's got 8 turnovers in the last 2 weeks.
That's tough, man. A game like that yesterday. You're in it the whole game with 4 turnovers. That's one you want to win and be like, okay, guys, we lucked out. Minshew, you got to get it together because we can't be getting lucky each week. But to lose that by giving up 4 possessions.
4 possessions. We ran up and down the field on that vaunted Browns defense.
Sure did.
Yeah, you couldn't stop one Myles Garrett, though. It's a bad boy.
That's a bad boy. He made 2 plays.
2 very big plays.
He had 2 sacks.
Yeah, but you got to count the disrupt. How that works.
He did nothing outside those 2 strip fumbles, and he had
he wasn't
block
disruptive.
Kick.
That block kick was good. That block kick was something.
How are you disruptive when you give up 500 yards of offense?
I mean, just on the secondary.
It's very not. There's no disruptive going on there. He had 2 fumbles because every time Minshew gets hit, he fumbles. So I don't know if that's him.
One of those wasn't even a hard hit. He just dropped the ball.
And 8 turnovers in the last 2 games. I'm so disgusted in this in the way that this is going right now. But I love my coach, man. I love my coach. Coming from our season last year, we are the only team in the NFL that has scored 20-plus points in every game this year.
It's a good stat.
I tell you who I like a lot is down.
If our quarterback will stop giving it to the other team, we might be all right.
I mean, 4 turnovers is hard, bro. You lost by 1 point on the flukiest BS call I've seen so far this year. 4
and one of the turnovers was points. He fumbled it in the end zone.
Yep.
You can't do that, buddy.
But like they say, if you take care of business or do what you're supposed to do, you won't put yourself in those positions for those calls to happen like that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm never gonna cry about reffing. Reffing is reffing. Yeah. They're horrible. They horrible. I just watched buddy from the Broncos. Clean hit.
Kareem?
And got threw out of the game?
And he got threw out of the game and he suspended for 4 games.
These dudes are playing football, man.
That was a clean hit.
He's a repeated defender. He's a repeated defender, they said. Yeah, but hey, I can sympathize with that because Taj Gibson had the same exact thing last week.
But even if you are a repeated offender, that was a clean hit.
Yeah,
no, as I'm saying, I can sympathize.
You got to be able to review that, repeal that. You hit him right in the shoulder, defenseless. Listen, bro, the guy's playing football. He's wearing pads. He's going for a pass. You're taught to knock the ball away from the receiver, hit through them, didn't hit him in the head, didn't target his lower back or all these crazy rules. It was a good hit. That was something else there, man.
Then I watched the Dolphin game. Eagles didn't get called for anything.
Nothing.
I saw face masks on the thing. I saw holdings. I was like, yo, I don't know what's going on right now.
A Dolphin fan this morning at work was saying the same thing. He was like, man, no calls for the Eagles? No calls?
Dude.
It was unbelievable.
They had a receiver, I don't know who it was, but he went back he got yanked by the face mask.
Oh, yeah.
They were on Instagram. Yeah. Instagram had 4 or 5 clips of all the penalties that
and then the next
Eagles committed, but nothing, no flags thrown.
Like, I don't know. Hey,
the next play, Tyreek dropped the touchdown in the end zone and then the pick after that. But all because of the missed face mask.
The refs had a bad weekend, man. But I'm never going to say, hey, the refs, I mean, even though they did blow it for us because the game was over, EJ Speed hit the quarterback, fumble, game's over. And he called the old ticky-tack foul. So, game's over. But I don't think we should have been in that position.
Yeah, 4 turnovers.
I mean, when you give the ball up 4 times, man,
you can't have a bad call with losing 4 possessions. You're gonna probably lose that every time.
when your quarterback, or like as Felix is stating, if you don't have that belief in your quarterback, or your quarterback is below average or average at best, them 4 turnovers is very costly because you don't have that quarterback, or you don't have the offense to overcome those mistakes.
My coach has way too much confidence in this guy.
I like that y'all was getting JT more involved.
He's in it for the rest of the season.
His play calling, I mean, he's so aggressive. Like, you would think he's still calling plays for Jalen Hurts.
Maybe he knows it's him the rest of the season. He's got to show his faith now, and hopefully, like you said, race to 9. That loss was a big hit yesterday, but still 3-4. Still got to play that division. Maybe he thinks the same thing.
I mean, we're 2 games. We're essentially 3 games behind the Jags right now.
Yeah.
So
they're the Jags.
Race to 9 might be out the window, but I don't know, man, because our schedule gets kind of easy. We played our hardest games already, so I mean, we just gotta. I don't know, man. Jags look pretty good, so I don't know how many games they're gonna lose.
They look good in London when they're in London.
That's who I'm maybe hitching my wagon to, because they're not flashy, bro, but they're solid across the board. They win. They're winning games, man.
If we could beat the Saints, we got the Saints, Panthers, Patriots coming up.
I like y'all to beat the Patriots and the Panthers.
So
I mean, I'm gonna pick y'all all 3, but realistically,
if we can win those 3, we 6-4 going to the bye. I feel pretty good about it. But I don't know, man.
So Rob,
I think the Chiefs. Do the Chiefs play the Dolphins this year?
Yeah, in Germany.
Yeah, they play next week.
Oh,
Germany game.
In Germany.
Or in 2 weeks, something like that.
In 2 weeks, yeah. The Dolphins can't beat anybody with a winning record anyway, so I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, was it 393 days since they
393 days since they beat a team with a winning record?
I mean, at least it's not a year.
No, it's more than a year, buddy.
Well, yeah, it's more. 30 days more, a year and a month. I mean, look at it again. I'm going to tie Buffalo to it. Buffalo can't beat a team that is over 500.
390.
They have 393. My bad.
393. They haven't beat a team with a winning record. 393.
Yeah, Buffalo can beat good teams. They can't beat the easy teams when you're supposed to beat. Teams you're supposed to blow out. Rob, first quarter recap, 7-0.
Recap, buddy. What do you see? I seen Jordan Addison get behind that cover 3.
Yeah, that you always keep trying to tell me that's good. You know, that I don't.
Well, the cover 3 is supposed to limit that.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You keep everything in front of you.
I don't know.
Make them drive 10 play drives. That's what you do.
I think we're coming down to earth a little bit now, or at least the Purdy mobile is starting to come down, settle in. But I mean, we're about to get into the thick of our schedule. We got the Bengals next week. Got the Eagles coming up, so we better get it together. We're not looking as fluent as we did the first 2-3 weeks of the season. Whether that be injuries that's starting to amount, or or we're just losing that edge. But I mean, I'm still confident. Like,
you're still the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, for sure.
I know the Eagles. I keep telling you the Eagles, but
I think when they go to play, I think
it's
be very telling.
Our philosophy, Lou. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And right now, the Eagles are the man. So until we
why are they the man?
Because they're the defending NFC champions.
Yeah, well, last year they got the same trophy you got.
What trophy was that? We didn't get no trophy.
Yeah, they didn't either.
They got an NFC championship trophy.
Oh, they put that in the basement. They don't care about that.
Yeah, that's something to look back 20 years from now.
Yeah, that's in the basement, bro. We can't even get y'all went in there with the same goal last year, and y'all finished the season the same.
Second place. No one remembers if you're not first.
No one remembers second place.
Is that the way to look at it? Okay.
That's the way I always look at it.
Bengals go to San Francisco next week.
It's only one winner.
You'll see if how they do a little bit.
There's only one winner. If you ain't win it, you lost. Everybody else lost.
Bengals is not even in the same category of us right now.
So I mean, like I said, they're gonna be fine.
Bengals a good ball, man.
He does. Yeah, I think they're going to be fine. Like I said,
I don't know why they get up. I don't know why they be trying to get on him about his arm strength. Like, what do you want the man to have? You think everybody has to have a rocket in the league?
Well, he don't have a strong arm, but it's pretty.
He got a good arm. I mean, it's probably
and it gets there. Nah, it ain't strong, but that's why he dropped in the draft.
Well, he dropped in the draft because of that and his measurements. No, didn't they say he was like too small because he's 6'1", 205?
There's plenty quarterbacks that play. Yeah. If you over 6 feet, there's plenty quarterbacks.
He knows how to play quarterback. He fits that system perfectly.
That I agree. He has an IQ. I mean, you know how sports is. They always attach themselves to the new hot thing. So the new thing is rocket arm. So if you don't have a rocket arm, you're not a lead.
Listen, my quarterback has a rocket arm.
They forget
he
about
throws one interception a game at least. So take the rocket arm somewhere else.
You don't have to have a crazy arm, but you have to have your arm needs to be strong enough to make every NFL throw.
I'll take quarterback IQ. I'll take IQ over most of that. If you ain't got the IQ,
you can have the IQ all you want, but if the ball can't get there, it can't get there.
What is this here?
At least it'll get. At least you can just do David Carr.
Purdy out here looking like Vic.
He's a baller, bro. So
that way out there looking like Vic.
Time for the shock of the week, perplex of the week, the wow of the week. We're going to come up with something because the shock has a negative connotation. But for me, I'm not going with the Lions, which blew my brain apart. Not going for Buffalo, which I expected.
That was the easiest bet of the week.
Not even close. But
easiest bet. That was a matchup. That was a matchup nightmare.
Which doesn't make sense because the defense looks good. I don't think it's a home. I don't know what they expected, but it was as if Detroit showed up and was like, we'll see how we're just going to go out there and give it our way to go attitude because they got from start to finish. That was a matchup nightmare. I can't see how. Start to finish, it was a beatdown.
Their strength is the pass rush.
They got there a few times. That line, I tell you what, they kept just enough to get Jackson moving around where he could throw and run. They couldn't do anything.
If you can't, they can't get to. Their strength is the front, and their weakness is the back. So you got a quarterback like Lamar. He's gonna eat that up because he's not gonna get to him.
They got to him just enough where he can roll out and still make throws. He had one, I think it was the second touchdown or his first touchdown pass. I don't know. Right? It was close to the goal within the red zone. They were in there. He spun through. Hawkinson was there, spun out. He hit. I can't think of who it was coming across the back. It was just a pretty play. And I was like, God damn, they had this. If this is going to be the day today, it's going to be a rough one for Detroit. But that's not my shock. My shock is, I heard the stat yesterday. Justin Herbert has, I think, 13 batted passes this season and leads, since he's come into the league, the most batted passes since he's shown up.
Batted passes.
Batted balls.
Like 6'5".
The guy's 6'5". I don't like. So I saw someone on Twitter was like, just because you're tall doesn't mean you can't get your ball batted. No, that's true, but you shouldn't lead the NFL since you've come into the NFL and lead this season with batted passes when you're 6'5" and in shotgun. You're not even running through. I don't know what he's doing. He's back there looking around.
The D-line's like, hey, man, we're not getting to him anyway, so we might as well just put our hands up.
Maybe that's what it is, but 13 this season and leading the NFL overall since he came into the league, that's a problem, man. That when I heard that yesterday, I was like, bro, you've got to be kidding me. That caught me off guard. That's my shock. That's my wow. That perplexed me.
That perplexed?
You
were perplexed?
I was perplexed when I heard that. I was like, I'm with you. Dude is 6'6". How is he throwing the ball and getting a knockdown 13 times this season?
I don't know, but I read a stat today that he has 28 losses since he's came in the league. He leads all quarterbacks, all active quarterbacks since he's been drafted. 28 losses.
That's not good.
No bueno.
Now, I know that's not the best organization over there, but they've got talent. They've got players on both sides of the ball, mainly offense.
Yeah, but they don't have a coach, man. Those guys out there coaching themselves. They need to.
Josh Allen is on Madden, huh? You think it's the Madden curse coming back? I forgot Josh.
They need to get rid of him, man, and just elevate Kellen Moore to coach.
Maybe next season.
Can they trade Adams, please?
So what do you got? What perplexed you? What wowed you? What shocked you, Felix?
Devontae.
Oh no, they said they're not trading him.
I know.
They said they don't care they said they don't care what his feelings is, how he feels, what his issue is with the team. They do not care. You are going to be a Raider, buddy.
Yep.
You are here for the foreseeable future. You are a Raider.
You are one of us. You are in the black hole. You are going to die like everybody else.
Yeah.
What you got?
Huh?
What's your perplexity?
What you got, Rob?
I'm going to go with the Patriots, man. I was a little perplexed how they stood toe to toe. I stood toe to toe with the Bills, and then the resiliency to pull it through, because they could have, the way their season was going, when Bills got back up and climbed back, they could have easily laid down, folded, but they stayed with it. They kept it and they pulled it out. So I mean, I was perplexed with how they played, because you kind of knew that they were better than what their record was showing, or at least you wanted to believe that. But of course, week in and week out, they was proving that they're what their record is. And
damn, your rookie kicker stay missing shit.
Yeah, somebody go call gold.
What y'all drafted him in like that? He got drafted in like the 3rd round, didn't he?
That's my perplex week.
I'm with you. Like I said, I'm not super shocked, but from that game though, being my team, the last drive, Matt Jones. I mean, it was one dump off to Stevenson. He ran like almost 40 yards, but they came back. He wasn't worried. They just marched right down the field for Buffalo to just say, we'll see what happens. Yeah, bro, I'm with you.
Now the question is, do they, build off this momentum, or is it just a fluke?
Yeah. I hope it's a fluke.
What do you perplex about?
They come to Germany and lay down.
What do you perplex about Germany? This week?
Yeah, we play the Patsies in Germany.
What do you got? What's your?
Speaking of Germany, did you guys see the Michigan State? The Michigan State put Adolf Hitler on the scoreboard.
Did they really?
Yeah, they had to come out and apologize.
Couldn't they just say it was Charlie Chaplin and his hat fell off?
No, it was Adolf.
Well,
I guess they were doing like trivia or something, and they meant to have like where was Adolf Hitler born or something, but the trivia part of it got cut off or something, so it's just like a random picture of Adolf Hitler on the scoreboard.
That's not a good look.
You know what has me perplexed?
What you got?
These Falcons.
That's a good one.
I pick against them, they win. I pick them, they lose. I pick against them, they win. I pick them, they lose. They are the most sorry 4-3 team I've ever seen. This team is over 500, and they just they keep winning with scoring like 16 points. Bruce Lee's out there kicking field goals all game. I'm perplexed. Like, who are they?
They're 4-3 division leaders right now.
Are they the 3-loss team or the 4-win team?
Like, who are the Falcons? Like,
I'm saying they're the 3-loss
team. They got Bijan Robinson.
I mean,
he's out there.
Pitts woke up and then he doesn't.
He's out there. They took him out because he got a headache. NFL's mad because they.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, they said he had a migraine, but the NFL is investigating why no one from the NFL was told he had a headache. They never reported it, but he had a migraine or whatever, so he didn't play. You know, I got Drake London on my fantasy team. I bench him, he scores, has good game. I start him, he comes up and does nothing. This Ritter guy, he's out there jogging for touchdowns and letting people strip him at the goal line. Like, that team has me perplexed. I'll tell you that. The coach out there, he's rich. He's out there doing interviews. His brother's in the back chugging beers. No one knows who his brother is. He's happened to be the new CEO of FedEx.
Yeah, did you know Arthur Smith's dad started FedEx?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I heard that a few years ago.
Yeah, he doesn't need to coach. He's rich.
Yeah, he's good, but
he's good. His brother is the CEO of FedEx right now. And he was doing an interview with Pat McAfee. His brother's back there chugging beers. They're like, who is this guy keep getting in the camera? And Art Smith's like, oh, that's my brother.
Yeah, bro, they just, it's no big deal to them.
Yeah, that's my brother, the new CEO of FedEx.
Speaking of no big deal, how about those Pittsburgh Steelers?
I picked it. You like that?
I saw that. Was
I lone wolf with the Steelers?
That to happen.
Slipping.
What's that?
Was I lone wolf?
You might have been. I don't have the paper in front of me. I didn't pick Pittsburgh, even though I'm rooting for them big time. I
thought you picked them. You didn't pick them?
No, I picked them. I didn't know if I was lone wolf. I'm trying to see if I was lone wolf.
I think Dewey might have picked them with you.
That might have been like the only game I won. Have you tallied up the?
Oh, I don't even want to tally
it's going to be a rough one.
Yeah, I think I might have got 2. If I'm lucky.
It's going to be a rough one.
I think I got.
Well, let me tell you,
and that was it.
I did not pick the Falcons because I'm perplexed with them.
Gotcha.
They have me perplexed.
So we know now when Felix picks the Falcons, he's the Dewey for them. We're going to go with the other team because they're going to find a way to screw up his bet.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the Giants. Does this 2 games, they held their own with Buffalo. They beat Washington. No turnovers with Tyrod Taylor. Does somebody somewhere say, listen, I don't know what's up with Daniel Jones. Keep him on the sideline. Make that injury go longer. And do you go with Tyrod Taylor 2-3 more weeks and see what your team could be?
No.
Why not?
No.
He's limited.
He's a journeyman. We know who Tyrod Taylor is.
He was on Buffalo for 3 years, so I know what he is. He's not flashy. He's not spectacular. He doesn't do stupid things with the ball, though.
They scored 14 points yesterday.
Yeah.
We know
Jones
who he is.
could have had a slew of interceptions and, Minshew'd it up. But Tyrod Taylor keeps it together.
We paid Daniel Jones. He needs to go out there
big money.
And he needs to either show us you it or show us you not. Shit off. What they say? Shit or get off the pot.
So if he goes out this season and does nothing,
You let
get rid of
Daniel
him?
Jones play, and if you lose, you keep losing, and then you have your pick of Caleb Williams, Drake May, Michael Penix, and that's what
Yeah.
you do.
They're 2-5, so there's a good chance they'll be towards that bottom of the draft if things keep going the way they
You play
go.
him. We know what Tyrod Taylor is. I'm not gonna play Tyrod Taylor so he can go out there and put 14 points on the board. He may win some weeks. He may lose some weeks. I end up with an 8-9 record.
The future.
I end up with an 8-9 record, and I'm picking 15.
That makes sense. That makes sense. You're looking for the future. You don't want to get a wild card spot, be right in the middle, and lose first round.
Well, they're not getting a wild card spot. I can guarantee you that.
No, they're going to finish last in the division. But I get your point. There's nothing out there. Lose. You got 3 good quarterbacks coming out. Odds are you're going to be in the bottom 5. Carolina's probably not going to take a quarterback. You're going to have to contend with Chicago, Arizona, maybe Green Bay. Maybe Minnesota.
Well, Carolina doesn't have their pick.
Oh, yeah, that goes to where? That's Arizona or
Chicago?
Houston? Chicago.
Oh, yeah, Chicago's going to find a way to screw that up, though. They might take 2 quarterbacks and screw them both.
That's a hold.
Is Jordan Love falling apart or
That's
what?
another one. I'm perplexed with that guy. All the tools. You don't have it. I don't have to watch you forever for me to know that you ain't got it. He ain't got it.
21 for 31, 180, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Yesterday, leading receiver was A.J. Dillon, 2 receptions, 34 yards.
What Steve Smith say? Jag? He's just a guy.
Just a guy. He's just a guy.
Just a guy.
Yeah, he came out hot the first couple weeks. First couple weeks, he was killing it. And now all of a sudden, he's nothing.
Just a guy.
Cut back to the studio.
How's our Chicago Tyson Burnett? Is it a big deal to beat the Raiders, or is it just it's the Raiders?
Nah, Jared Johnson looked like an all-pro corner.
Well, he is like the number 1 corner in the league right now.
Second, D2 won the D2 Heisman. Tyson Bagnet, 21 for 29, a touchdown, 160, ran for a decent amount.
But who?
Thank you, KJ.
That Raiders team is terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
very.
Hoyer 17 for 32, 2 interceptions.
Oh man, what a pick he threw!
Josh Jacobs 11 for 35. That's a problem.
Right to Jalen Johnson. Here you go, sir. That team is bad. The coaching is bad. Like how you don't know how to get one of the best receivers involved every week. Like them, and then he's pulling Frank. What's your former coach? Frank Wright. The man goes and says, so like the first couple plays, we drew him up to get him the ball.
Who said that?
But McDaniels. He's like,
McDaniels?
He said the first couple plays, they were scripted for Adams. That's why he got the ball. But then as the game went on, we have to figure out how to keep them involved. How you don't know how to get them involved?
Well, it doesn't make sense because I'm watching the game thinking about all that stuff.
So you can force feed them the first couple plays, but now
they weren't even forcing him. He was wide open.
Hold the triangle.
He was open on every route he had. I saw that
too. That dude's not a good coach.
Devontae Adams. For me, because I'm basketball first, football second. So if you're not a passionate player,
what a call!
Fantasy will get you more involved in football.
Yeah.
If you're a novice to above average football watcher because of the players. So when you got your fantasy roster, it kind of forces you to watch games and teams that you normally wouldn't watch. So I watch the Raiders a lot now.
Yeah.
This guy Adams is open like 90% of the time, and they just don't know how to get him the ball. And it's perplexed because I'm like, all right, weren't you the coach last year? So how Carr was able to get him the ball, but now you can't. Oh man, TJ is down. He got the crap.
Nah, bro, you're not wrong, man.
Yeah, like I'm sitting there because I was like, hold on, am I tripping? Wasn't Josh McDaniels the coach last year? So why all of a sudden now you can't get him the ball?
It's like Carr knew what he was doing.
Because Carr was getting him the ball.
Yeah, so that made me to believe, like, you know what, Carr must have been going off script or something because I don't understand.
Well, that's why they set his ass down and told him, hey, you sit over there. We're going to find you another place to reside next year.
All right, what else you got? Let's finish this up. Anything you want to go over real quick? I'm going to say this. More shocking, Pittsburgh winning or Rams losing. I'm going to say Rams losing at home was more shocking than Pittsburgh winning. I'm going to say Baltimore.
Well, Pittsburgh got bailed out by the refs too.
Yeah, but they handled that game.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
Puka did his thing, but
if that play was called right, Pickett was nowhere near the first down.
It's not really a shocking
but that's the Rams. The Rams get the ball back
early.
Yeah, but the Rams get the ball back in good position if those refs don't blow back.
I agree with you, but you got to have a timeout just in case, to at least before the 2-minute warning, in case something happens. You're in the NFL. You know how your refs are week after week. You know your refs aren't the most reliable, so you got to try to hold on to one just in case.
Yeah, that wasn't there.
But still, it was a horrible call. They got bailed out.
It was a bad spot. You mean
the refs can't see what's going on in the pile, so you could have replayed it. We all saw the replay. He definitely looked a few inches back, but when you can't get plays called in fast enough and you got to waste timeouts, to me that falls on coaching. I get what you're saying, but to me that's a coaching thing. You got to be ready. Who comes back from injury next week? Anything with Fields? Is he out still or what?
Yeah, nobody comes back. Everybody's going out. Nobody's coming back.
I think he's out. I think he's back. I think he took his wallet.
Concussion or no? What happened?
Who that?
Fields.
I'm perplexed on Roshan Johnson. This is by far the longest I've ever seen somebody have a headache. Roshan Johnson, the Chicago Bears running back. This man was concussed in week 5 and has not been to practice in almost 3 weeks now.
Yeah, that's crazy when it comes
that is one
headache stuff.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
He's been in concussion
They are
protocol
third-party neural surgeon people making this call.
And they're going to err on the side of don't sue me every time. I finished with this bringing up Bears running backs. I was going to try to save this for the main podcast. But what is it that the NFL, the media, to me, have against Deontay Foreman? When he had to back up Henry, he did very well. Last year when McCaffrey went out and he had to play every game each week, 100 yards, touchdowns more often than not. He comes in yesterday, 2 touchdowns, 60 yards, runs the ball with ease, yet for some reason, every team tries to replace this guy, and he's a solid running back. I don't understand it.
Yeah, he's a jag. That's what.
He's a jag.
There's no way in hell. 3 teams.
He's not explosive.
He's replaceable.
He doesn't catch.
Why is he replaceable? Everywhere he goes, he produces. You'd want a running back that's going to produce.
You can get anybody to do what he does.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, that's why he gets replaced everywhere.
You taking him or Najee Harris? Because I'm off the Najee Harris chain. That guy, he doesn't have it. Who's their dude now? Warren?
He was just a guy at Texas also.
Who? Foreman?
Deontay Foreman.
Nah, bro. Yeah, I'm taking him over Najee Harris for sure. Harris doesn't have it.
Yeah, they need to play Jaylen Warren already.
Warren's a ball. That guy, you can tell the way he runs versus the way Harris runs. One guy is there to play football. One guy is like, hey, dudes, what's up? I don't know how to explain it. Harris doesn't have that pop that, like, I got to go out here.
It's the same thing I feel about the rookie with Arizona, the DeMarco or whatever. I don't understand why they're not playing.
D. Marcuscello or something like that. It's like Italian name.
Just like you said, when he runs, you can tell he got something.
Nah, and the other running back is better.
Who?
Ingram's better. Yeah.
Ingram's good.
I can't tell.
But they got 2 young guys to choose from now, or maybe get a high pick.
No, when's Connor coming back?
I don't know. Is Connor a guy you really want to like hitch your wagon to?
Yeah,
not me. I never liked James Connor.
No, to me that's just the guy.
He produces though.
I don't know, man.
So he's just a jag too then.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
taking
just saying.
Foreman
No,
over him.
I'm saying he produces. I was never a fan of James Conner.
But that's what Billy just said about Foreman. Foreman produces.
Yeah, he produces no problems. Three
You said
separate teams, three separate
turn it
systems,
back in.
three separate everything, and the guy produces. I mean, to me, that counts for something.
You said return the car.
That counts as you'll be in the league, be a nice little backup. When I need you, you're there.
I don't know. I can think. To me, there's
Not
a few
special.
guys I can put him over there.
It's not special.
I don't think so, bro. To me, he's got something.
Yeah,
Just
like
for some reason,
he's got
the team.
something. He's an awesome backup, emergency type running back.
Yeah, but when he had to play every down last year with Carolina, he produced. He was very good. I'm just saying, there's some guys that should not be running backs, and then you got a guy like Foreman who backs up these guys.
There's backups that can run the ball. Like there's nothing different.
That's
like what's the difference between Foreman and Zach Moss?
I like Zach Moss. I'll take Zach.
They're backups, but they can produce. Yeah,
they can, and some of them should have a shot to stay going.
You're not going to be my number one.
Yeah,
I would. To me, Foreman could be a number one. Moss. I don't think Moss could be a number one.
I think Foreman could be a number one. But now, are you saying a number one on a championship team? If you're saying
I'm saying a number one on a team. Like he
could be a number one on the team. There's teams out there that have no running backs right now.
Yeah,
he'll be number one on his team.
He'll be a number one on a team that has no explosiveness on offense. There you go.
I'm taking him over Miles Sanders in Carolina. I mean, to me, he's much better. Bigger, stronger, faster type deal. Yeah.
No way.
You still on this Miles Sanders thing though? All right, I'm gonna send you a trip to Miles Sanders.
Yeah, you gotta get off Miles Sanders. I don't think he has it. He's,
no way, man.
He don't.
I don't think he's decent, but he's not. He shouldn't be a starting. He should be your number one guy.
He's not even decent, man.
No way.
Yeah, he's got speed. He knows how to catch a block, but like as far as
he was
your
a
every down guy
system.
or your first down, second down guy, I don't see him being that guy.
Miles Sanders been a dude since college, man. He's a dude.
What's
but if he was a dude, he wouldn't have been traded because he'd be worth keeping.
What's the problem with everybody else in Carolina?
That's true. The Carolina itself is a place you don't want to be right now.
I mean, McCaffrey was good except for injuries.
Well,
maybe he's taking
Miles Sanders is injured.
Maybe they're thinking like, shit, this is what I'm doing here. I mean, I'm going to follow what CMC did. Injury, get me out of here.
You call me?
All right, I think we're good. What else you guys got? We can wrap it up here. Respect the recap, week 7.
Respect the recap. I'm looking through this thing. Yeah. I don't think I did good this week.
I don't think anybody did.
Buddy. Yeah.
I'm gonna get those done tonight so they're ready for Wednesday, so we can make sure we
have. I got the Steelers.
It's a tough
Steelers and Eagles. That might be the only. Bro. That might be the only teams I picked to win. Steelers and Eagles.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I don't.
I picked the Chiefs. I always go with Kelsey, Mahomes, and Taylor Swift.
Bro, Kelsey showed up. They had a game and a half the other day.
Did you see the stats with Taylor Swift?
Yep.
In attendance?
Like this.
Almost 100 a game.
Yeah. Keep bringing her and bringing her to the games. Like Trav, like when she in the stands, boy.
All right, let's wrap this up.
It's another one. Respective recap. Episode Mike Vick. Mike Vick. Most exhilarating. Most exciting player I've seen. Is Mike Vick.
I like exhilarating.
Set the trend. Set the trend. There's no Lamar Jackson in these boys without him.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. IG, Facebook, TikTok, MySpace. Get at your boys.